Pretty happy with what's going on with DC Comics movie line right now. I like the James Gunn thing. I don't know a lot about the other guy, but as far as James Gunn goes, I think that he's been saying a lot of the right things. He came out this weekend and actually said, yo, fans, we hear you. We appreciate you. Wait till you see what we've got coming. Now, what he was doing was addressing all of the people that wanted to hear information about the Ayer cut. And he said, we'll go back and look at that, but right now we're focused on the future. Well, he didn't say he was going to do it. He didn't flat out ignore people that want to see it. He said, we're just excited about the future right now. Because a lot of people were pushing for that over the weekend. And, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing it. Though personally, how much better can that movie really get? Because it's a lot different than what happened with the Justice League movie. That movie was drastically different, and it was like an hour and a half longer. The Ayer cut is only going to be like a few minutes longer. It's not going to be a drastically different version of that first movie. Though, who knows? You never know, but I like what he said. Now, the DCEU is enjoying a little bit of a high right now because Black Adam has taken number one at the box office 3 weeks in a row. It's over 300 million worldwide right now, I believe, which is pretty good for this movie. That means it's made money, and you're likely going to see a sequel, which is going to involve, I would imagine, him, Superman, and Shazam himself. I would imagine what they're going to do is that storyline where Superman and Shazam team up to fight Black Adam. I think it just makes sense. That would make sense to just kind of do something in that nature, and I think that's what's going to happen. Now, Black Adam enjoying some success with fans and not so much with critics. I've talked about this before. You can see it right here, 89%. It's pretty high. I think maybe a little too high, to be honest. I don't know if this movie deserves a 90%, but who might argue with the will of the people? Now, 40%, one of the worst movies ever made? I think not. Critics are blasting this movie. And as I've said before, if this were a Marvel movie, I don't think it would be so low. It would be just called different and misunderstood or something. A bold new direction. Well, as you would know, this isn't sitting well with some of these critics. CBR puts this out. Black Adam's fan reception is problematic for the DCU's future, with critics panning Black Adam, but audiences enjoying the film. Warner Brothers could be duped into thinking it's the formula to move forward. Oh, so it's a problem because the fans like it, critics don't. You should listen to those old critics. For real. This is the whole point of this article. I just thought it was ludicrous. This is coming from CBR.com, who blocked me on Twitter recently. I think because I got into a little back and forth with one of their writers. For some reason, he decided to come to my post and talk. And then I noticed right away he was a writer for CBR. So I started making fun of his articles, like these bangers right here. I mean, CBR puts out the most positive Captain Marvel propaganda that I've ever seen like this. Ultra Instinct Goku versus Captain Marvel. Who would win? Obviously, UI Goku. But this doesn't need to happen. Like not even the same universe. It's not even really a question. But they have so many articles about her soloing anime characters. Then there's this one. Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta versus Captain Marvel. There's like 100 of these. I just Googled these like real quick and found it. I think they say Vegeta like loses or winner Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel lose or wins against Vegeta. Okay. Does she beat Ultra Instinct Goku too? Let me check. Who wins at the end? Oh yeah, this one's like a draw. It ends in a tie.
You serious?
Well, they're not an outlet you should take serious, but listen to this. This is their logic here. When the critics began revealing their takes on Black Adam, many wondered if DC had churned out another bomb. It would have been disappointing, given DC fans and comic book movies in general want to see heroes such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and the rest of the Justice League do well on the big screen. It's not just about having a competitor for Marvel, but giving fans old and new the joy of witnessing some of pop culture's most iconic fighting their villains in cinematic grandeur. It paints an interesting dichotomy, however, with Rotten Tomatoes' critical score at 39%, but the audience is at 90%, indicating fans love Dwayne Johnson's anti-hero. However, while the movie's success is great, viewers receiving the film so well isn't good for the DC Universe's moving forward long term. What's funny to say, fans deserve to see their heroes do well. And then they point out that, they seem to be liking it. But that's problematic because critics don't. Because critics are the people that make the movie's money, right? Talk about having your head up your own ass. That's exactly what this whole article is. Them basically saying, I understand that you liked the movie, but you should really just kind of take a step back and think about how the critics felt about it, which is absolute bullshit. Just find this funny. These people are very salty. And this is why I like doing videos and talking about things like this when audiences absolutely love something, but critics don't. Because these people think that they should be the ones that everyone listens to. They absolutely do. These 267 critics think that Warner and Paramount and all these other studios should listen to them, not the 5,000 plus verified ratings for Black Adam. They don't think that they should pay attention. 89% of the audience liked the movie. Wait a second. That means they might make another one, but it shouldn't be doing well because we critics said that it's awful. What is going on? That's not the way it works anymore. I'm sorry. Sorry, critics. So I absolutely love salt like this. I think it's hilarious. It's problematic that fans liked this movie. You can't make this shit up. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this. What are your thoughts? Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, and share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and my locals. I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.